Now we're going to add any last details before we start to color it. And then we're going to color it. We're going to need our paper, a pencil and an eraser, and some colors to color everything. The first thing I'm going to do is add patterns to all of the pots in the picture because they look really plain against all of the details that are in the actual flowers. And by adding patterns to the pots, that will balance that out a little bit better. Because the flowers have so much detail, I also need to make sure that I'm coloring it very carefully so that all of the detail I worked so hard on is still clear when the picture is finished being colored. I also need to add the shadows underneath the pots to make the table look more realistic. The shadows will be darkest underneath the pots on the bottom edge and in the spaces where the pots are very close together, because less light can get into those spaces. And here is the finished flower still life. Remember that the more details you add, the more realistic it's going to look. So after I added the flowers, I went back and I added shading to the flowers. I also added lots of extra lines to imply the textures of different spaces. So here are some dots to make this look more bumpy. This one has squiggly lines in it to make it, again, feel a little bit more bumpy, but different than this other one. I added these textural lines in the tulips as well. And then I went in and added some stronger shadows on the pots to make them look more three-dimensional. So each of those levels of details just adds a little bit more realism to the picture. And in the end, when all of those details are working together, the entire picture looks more realistic. So I hope you like the way that your still life turned out, and I will see you next time. Bye.